Good afternoon, everybody. I'm the principal of the Letcher County ATC, and this is our first time building a tiny house. From my perspective, I think everything's going pretty good. I have my CAD instructor here with me, Casey Breeding, carpentry instructor David Young, and HVAC Tom Dollarhide, and then we have some students from all of those classes. The HVAC, CAD, and carpentry have really been working the most. We've not brought electricity in yet. So, do you all have any questions about anything? I don't know what all you want me to tell you about. We've got our trailer there. We've got the flooring down and the plumbing run. That's about how far we've got, right? So, you all have any questions for any of them? You want to ask something about how it's going or anything? And we have some pictures if you all want to see our progress so far. Desi, is there something in particular you want me to talk about or them to talk about? Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Well, last year, the design that we used this year was worked on with some students from last year. But now that we had a shorter span of time this year, I've got two students with me. I've let every student in the class design their own, what they would like to see them on. And we figured if they had some good ideas, then maybe we can combine several ideas, and that would be towards next year's. But they've, Bo's one of my students, and Corey, all my juniors and seniors have all done their own design this year already, and we've got floor plans and elevations. They're currently working on elevations. Most of them's got floor plans already done, and we've had them. I've also had them researching appliances. They've researched different size refrigerators, what they thought would. They've done. We done the stovetop burners. I've had them, looking up on the internet, just searching for, showers, anything that they might use in a tiny house. And so we're going to have a lot more input towards next year's. But last year's, we was kind of in a lot more hurry.
It was very interesting to see all the different combinations of what they came up with, because he let every student just, here's the dimensions, come up with the different, and they would design it a lot of different ways. And he's got those posted in his room. So it's interesting.
For the students, I wonder, did y'all find it challenging to have limited space and trying to take available every available niche to?
Because like a certain area, you just take like maybe a normal fridge that you might have, you just scale it down to like maybe some kind of ratio, like how it's normal has to be for a fridge, like what this would be, what size fridge you need, and just like price checking on all the different things. You normally have 10, 15 people all doing it at the same time. So it just be like the most efficient way to do it.
Was it hard to fit everything in to the house that you wanted to get in? Yeah.
Yeah. You have definitely take some things out that wouldn't fit, but maybe there's also room to do it.
The other thing I wondered about, and I don't know if you best answer the question, but and I'm sorry to ask y'all, please ask me, but this is amazing to me. How do you figure out the balance of weight? Because you can't, I mean, you got to be pretty.
We've talked, me and
Yeah.
Dave,
That's not me.
carpentry teacher, have talked some about that, and it's actually been a little bit of a worry we've had, but most of your weight's going to be in your kitchen and your bathroom, and the sad thing is some of that ends up, you don't really want to, but it kind of lends itself to be in one area because of plumbing. So,
Actually, we wound up putting the kitchen on the tail end of the trailer to get some of the weight off of the tongue.
yeah,
We put the bathroom on the
yeah. So we, and I,
counterbalance.
Where's your entrance?
It's going to be on the side, about the center.
I don't know.
That's different from all the last year.
Yeah.
And you made that decision for weight distribution
Yeah,
and space.
both.
Yeah, it makes in a regular house, you usually have them sharing a wall because of plumbing. But in this, our plumbing, it was going to hurt us on plumbing, but it was going to help on weight and making room for other items.
And it's not that far apart anyway.
No.
Even though
trailer site, camping site, and a lot of those camping sites are equipped with plugs. You plug up your RV. Hopefully, we're going to try to keep it down to that right there, within 60 amps. So.
Just wonder, being able to diminish the load in that way, that requires a lot of research too, right?
Yeah, yeah,
To
and
figure out what that inside outside unit will pull, and
right.
so if you go with propane.
If you go with propane, you're taking off your biggest load. Your water heater is the biggest load in the whole thing. So.
Propane for the countertop.
Yeah, we've run a propane line, a gas line to where the kitchen countertop's going to be. We've already got that in the bed as a trailer. We put all the plumbing in the bed. Before we insulated it and floored it, we've got all the plumbing and the gas lines installed. So, and we just started flooring it this week. So it's going to go. I think it's going to start coming along real good now. Yeah. When you get to the wood, it's not like you're trying to grind a hole in a piece of steel to get a plumbing pipe through there, So I think the wood will go a lot better.
Are your drawings going to be available for purchase, or someone else to build their own?
Well, we hadn't thought about that none. That's one side I hadn't thought about any.
What's the highest bid? We can always use more money.
There's a lot of places that buy those.
Yeah, there's sites on the internet where they do sell them already, and we kind of wanted to come up with our own ideals and everything, and we wanted the kids to have input on it. And last year I didn't get to use it in my classroom as much as I wanted to, but this year I can use it as much as, and we've used it every class I teach have worked some on tiny houses this year. So, and it's fun for the kids. It's a lot more interesting than what they normally their everyday houses that they've done. So. Bathrooms is probably the toughest part. How much can you squeeze into a little bitty space,
Right.
I promise this is my last question. At the school, do you have a place big enough to pull it inside so that it can be worked on all year?
Right now, it's in Dave's
Carpenter shop. Well, this Dover's carpenter shop. Hopefully, we want to move it into industrial maintenance. The 14-foot door. That'll work for us, I think.
That's not our biggest hurdle, though.
Yeah.
What's the
We,
biggest?
we have a pedway that connects us to the high school, and the trailer's back behind, it's gonna have to go under there when we get it done.
We got a high restriction.
So, can you pull it out before you put the roof on?
We could, but if it gets wet, all the insulation
Yeah,
forward.
Take the wheels off and put it on skids to get it out?
that's what we're thinking, something similar to that.
We've researched that. We went out and measured. If there's grass on either side, we can actually get out in the grass and gain a few inches. So we've been out there tape measures and figuring stuff out. So.
I see trenching would be a good.
And we're only losing about 8 inches off DOT law, so it ain't which comes out more in that sleeping loft than what you think, though. 8 inches can mean a lot, but there's been a lot of thought go into it.
Yeah.
Well, I have a question for the city. You heard Mr. Crum, I don't know if you all did because you were standing outside, but speak about soft skills and essential skills that you all can carry with you on throughout your high school and then into your careers. But what kind of skills have you all learned in doing this project?
Give him a call.
You learn a lot of hands-on and working with other people and how to interact with everybody else and their ways of working. Yeah.
How to work along with other people to figure out how to get it done, not get stuck on something and get on through the project.
It really helps with like reasoning things. If you got a problem, you gotta figure it out, and you can't just have somebody, tell you how. You gotta just, figure it out on your own, and that really comes in handy. Whenever you're trying to buy a house or build a house or something, whenever you have a family, as you got to get that done. So.
usually help like do carpentry work sometimes, and I lay pipe a lot at my house, so I got some experience of like pipe work for the class that I'm taking and stuff. So I enjoy it a lot.
Do you think, constructing a tiny house from a trailer up, how does that differ from what you've done in the past? Any of you juniors?
Junior.
So,
Yeah.
how did you don't have an opportunity to see something through to fruition?
Well, not in that, just working alongside other people doing plumbing work or electrical work or running duct or whatever. I plan on after high school going to 2-year technical, then going into that and getting an associates and moving on from there. So it helps with that and learning what to do.
I'll be excited to see you all come back later and pull that tiny house over your face and all those.
I've helped my little brother's dad. He's a carpenter in Jenkins, and I've helped him do quite a bit with carpentry work and stuff like that. And my mom's just now got into the phase where she wants to buy old houses and remodel them and flip them for more than what she bought them for, and I want to help her a lot on that.